17 catfish, a 1 AM sprint, and 1 slingshot straight in the bin. With over 1,000 hours and way too many fresh modded saves, I've had countless farms, but no perfection. Until now. Welcome to Chubby Farm, a Stardew Valley Expanded run on Frontier Farm with a perfection checklist. The vibe is cozy, the pace is steady, and I'll try my best to explain the why behind each move so you can follow along or adapt it to your own save. We're using a light set of quality of life mods, nothing that breaks balance, and you'll see a small checkmark pop up whenever we tick something off the checklist. For week 1, the plan is simple. Make early money, fix the East Beach Bridge, unlock bundles, and push the mines into the 40s while getting a sensible crop layout going. If you're playing along, I'll call out little tips as they matter on screen. Animals will be named after Golden Panda members, so join now if you want to be a part of the fun. A full mod list is in the description if you want to play along at home. Welcome to day 1 on Chubby Farm. We wake up and grab the nectarine sapling. Where we'd usually start with parsnip seeds, Frontier Farm gives us this instead. Now, we already have a nectarine tree on the farm, so we'll sell this sapling to Pierre to fund our start. Outside, job 1 is pathing and a chest. I clear a clean route in and out of the farm and chop logs and trees until I get to 50 wood to craft our first chest. We're going to need all the inventory room we can get to carry everything we find today. From there, we can drop almost everything. I keep my scythe, hoe, and the sapling for Pierre. Before we head out, I harvest 1 pear from the farm tree and eat it. Free energy for later in the day. Today's main goal is Cindersap Forest. The Forest West section is huge and packed with forageable items. We just need to make sure that we're back in town by 5 PM to sell everything to Pierre before he closes. While you're out here, keep an eye out for 4-leaf clovers. They're universally liked and sell well. Great early gifts or quick cash. In the deeper clearing, we scoop up the 4 ancient swords scattered around. 1 goes to the museum, the other 3 are for sale. We also grab the forest sword. Marlin will hand us a starter sword when we first enter the mines, but the forest sword is a clear upgrade, so we're already set. On the way into town, we'll say hi to Andy and Sophia. If I've got a liked or loved forage on me, I'll hand it over. Early friendship with these 2 NPCs will potentially get us some nice gifts early on. Then we head to Gunther. We donate 1 ancient sword, complete the first museum task, and pocket 250 gold. Next, it's time to cash in. At Pierre's, we'll sell today's haul, including the nectarine sapling, and end up sitting on 2,710 gold. With that, we buy 9 parsnips, 6 bean starters, 3 cucumber seeds, 9 cauliflower, and 9 potatoes. We take the long way home for a few extra finds. Today it's just some coal and a leek. Then, once we're home, into the shipping bin go the 3 spare ancient swords and the leek. From here, I hoe a 3x12 plot, then plant and water everything. Make sure to leave lanes for the bean starters and aim for a layout where you can water every day without rushing. Consistency beats a messy scatter of crops. With the light fading and not much energy left, I fell a tree, clear logs and weeds, and start opening the southern path to the second Cindersap Forest entrance. That shortcut will pay off when the traveling cart shows up. With that, we clean our inventory and put our tools away. Day 1 is done. Day 2 starts with a quick mail check, nothing urgent, so we get straight into chores. Fill up the watering can and water our crop field. I personally like to stand in the center of a 3x3 and sweep the mouse to hit the adjacent tiles, but use whatever pattern keeps you consistent. From there, everything goes in the chest except the hoe for artifact spots. We grab another pair for the day and head straight to the beach to meet Willie. I'll talk to anyone along the way to start relationships rolling. At the docks, we get Willy's cutscene and our first rod. As soon as we're free, I spot bubbles off the shore, which means faster bites, so we jog over, snag a couple of beach forageables, and start fishing. Our first catches here include anchovy, herring, dulse seaweed, halibut, and normal seaweed. We also snag our first treasure chest with a geode, and that dings our first fishing level. When the bubbles die, we sweep the rest of the beach forage. Another bubble patch pops up, a quick few casts there, and we get our first sardine. Then we head into Willy's to sell and free up space. After the sell screen, we're at 1535 gold. I bought myself a trout soup for 250 gold. This was maybe a mistake, however that gives us +1 fishing, which makes perfect catches a little easier due to increasing the size of the fishing bar. Back to those bubbles, 3 fish before they disappear, so we start up the dock towards Willy's and spot another set of bubbles off the east pier. Now these bubbles are 1 tile left of our cast line, so a little tip, you can actually curve the line by holding left or right as you're casting to nudge the bobber sideways. We fish this spot for a while, pull up our first sea jelly. I'll keep these for tomorrow, they're another source of +1 fishing, and we hit fishing level 2. Willy will now sell us the fiberglass rod, but we keep fishing until this patch dries up and land our first flounder. With the flounder caught, we run into Willy's to check if we can afford the upgrade. After selling everything, we're at 1697 gold. Unfortunately, we need 1800. So we sprint back out for a couple more casts. We get the fish, make it back in at 4:50 PM, but we're 6 gold short. 1 more cast, and by the time we reach the door, it's locked. Next time. No stress, we keep fishing off the pier for cash and experience, and reach fishing level 3 by 10 PM. On the walk home, I eat the dulse seaweed to free up an inventory slot and top off our energy. We find a horseradish and eat that too. Back at the farm, the rest of the fish go in the shipping bin, geodes go in storage, and we spend the rest of our stamina chopping trees and clearing the farm. We're aiming for 300 wood to fix the beach bridge early. I'm leaving stumps for now because I don't think the extra wood is worth the energy on day 2. At 1:40 AM, we clean up the inventory and we head to bed. We start today with another quick mail check, and again, nothing particularly noteworthy. And since it's raining today, we put the watering can back and head straight to the town river. We eat the first of our 3 jellies for +1 fishing and set up just in front of Jody's house. The plan today is simple. Fish until just before 9 AM, run down to Willy's for a rod upgrade and bait, then come right back to this spot. We get some more first catches with a smallmouth bass, our first catfish, and a green algae. Fish for a little longer, and then we jog over to Willy's. We sell the morning haul, buy the rod upgrade and 150 bait, and head straight back to the river. I personally like this spot because you can cast further from land, which increases fish quality and allows us to start catching iridium quality fish. We managed to catch our first shad, and after a few more fish, we hit fishing level 4. Inventory fills up fast today, so I trash low value chest loot to prioritize fish. One chest pops fire quartz. I keep that for the geologist bundle in the boiler room, which unlocks mine carts, just so we don't have to push much deeper than floor 80 in the mines later on. We keep eating jellies as each buff wears off. I even eat the last one a little early to free up a slot so we can keep some bream, which is another first catch. We reach fishing level 5, so I won't sell today's fish just yet. Grabbing ourselves the Fisher perk tonight will make them worth 25% more tomorrow. I do get greedy chasing a treasure chest with a catfish on the line, almost lose it, but we keep the hook and reel both in. The chest has 5 deluxe bait, so I swap that in for an increase in the size of our fishing bar, just until it runs out. Towards the end of the day, I'm not paying attention and I dip to -3 energy. We are exhausted. Normally, that means 50% energy tomorrow, but since we got a skill up today, that cancels the penalty. So I eat another jelly and keep on fishing. At midnight, the catfish stops spawning, so we pack it in. We head home with 15 catfish, plus the 2 we sold this morning for a total of 17, and a handful of other fish. A great result for our first rainy day. Back at the farm, we clean up the inventory, chop a little bit more wood, reach foraging level 2, and head to bed. On the fishing level 5 screen, we'll take Fisher for the plus 25% value increase. This morning, I turn on the automatic to-do list so we don't forget anything. Today's list is short, water 36 crops. We do a quick mail check. Willie is advertising the rod that we already bought. We have a note from the Hat Mouse and cookies from Mum. We clean the inventory, fill the watering can, and water our crops. Our main goals today are to hit fishing level 6 and gather 300 wood. That gets us most of the way to crafting the bait maker so we can chase even more catfish on our next rainy day. I grab the rod, a river jelly for energy, and all of yesterday's fish, then head to Willie's to sell. On the way, I stop at the river for a couple of casts while we wait for him to open. We also get our first sunfish, plus 2 more fish, and then back to Willie's shop. We sell the haul and end up at 9,216 gold. Willie has 10 catfish bait in stock for 40 gold each. I pick them up just in case we don't get the bait maker done in time. I grab 200 extra bait as well. Next stop is Pierre's, where we get the first backpack upgrade, plus 9 parsnip seeds and 18 cucumber seeds. Cucumbers regrow, so early planting matters. Then we head to the mountain lake. Scooping any forageables along the way, we find 2 dandelions and give 1 to Linus. Fishing time. We catch our first carp, our first chub, our first largemouth bass, and the mother catch achievement pops up. We push fishing to level 6, then grab our first bullhead. I decide to hang out a little bit longer, trying to catch myself a minnow and a tadpole, but we don't have any luck today. With energy low, I eat a river jelly and head back to the farm to start the tree chop. On arrival, Willie swings by to suggest fishing at Shearwater Bridge. We'll get to that soon. The fish go in the shipping bin, everything else gets stored. We refill the can and hoe a new 3x9 to plant the parsnips and cucumbers, then water the lot. With the field set, I eat the forageables in my pack and get back to chopping. I run out of energy, check for tree seeds to make field snacks. We're a little light, 5 acorns, 1 maple seed, 4 pine cones. Then I realize I haven't been harvesting the pear tree. So I grab 2 pears for energy, prioritize maple trees to hunt for more seeds, and craft 4 field snacks. That keeps us swinging. At 1 AM, we're out of energy, so we tidy the inventory. We finish with 339 wood and we craft any last field snacks we can and head to bed. Fishing level 6 unlocks the bait maker recipe. We don't have the materials yet, but we are close. We wake up to the greenhorn achievement, 15k in total earned, and a longer list today. As we step outside, Marnie introduces our new dog. He's going to be named after our real-life wolfhound, who in turn was named after Stardew. His name is Junimo. Quick mail check. Jojima lets us know that the landslide blocking the mines has been cleared. An automatic to-do list says that we need to harvest 9 crops today, which is our first parsnips, water the rest, visit the traveling merchant, and check the bulletin board. We start by harvesting parsnips. I sell the stack, keep 1 gold for the quality crops bundle, and keep 1 normal for the spring crops bundle. Then we water. Axe and can go back in the chest, grab a pair for energy. We're planning a mines push today. We head down to the traveling merchant and they've got a bean hot pot, which gives us plus 32 to our magnetism. Since we don't have a magnet ring yet, I buy it. It'll help with picking up loot a little bit more efficiently today in the mines. Then I realize I forgot the 300 wood. Back to the farm to grab it, and we head towards the beach to repair the bridge and sweep for forageables. For the bait maker, we're looking for 3 coral, 1 sea urchin, and 3 iron bars. On the way into town, an artifact spot gives us a prehistoric hand axe. We'll save that for later. In town, we're pulled into Lewis's community center cutscene. Afterwards, we pop inside and read the golden plaque. That'll trigger the wizard's letter tomorrow. The bulletin board says that Alex wants a sunfish. Since we're focused on the mines today, we just skip it. And finally, bridge time. We repair the East Beach Bridge with our 300 wood. Unfortunately, no sea urchins today. We do find our first lost book for the library and 8 coral. I sell 5 to Willie. He's stocking the iridium rod now, but we don't quite have the gold just yet. Almost midday, and we're finally heading up to the mines, chatting to folks along the way. Just before the entrance, another artifact spot gives us the boomerang, and inside, Marlin hands us the rusty sword. I immediately backtrack to the Adventurers Guild and sell it for 50 gold. I want the inventory slot. At 1:20 PM, we start the push. The goal is to progress through the floors. I focus on monsters since they have a higher chance of dropping a ladder, plus it saves on energy over breaking rocks. On floor 10, we get the leather boots. They go straight on for a small defense buff. The floor 20 chest gives us the steel small sword. It's still worse than the forest sword, so we stick with that. I toss green algae to make space. We'll sell the small sword later. Since we reached floor 20 at midnight, we leave immediately. The guild is open late enough for a quick sale. Marlin's out, but Gil buys the steel small sword and the wooden club for a bit of cash. Then we head home. We do need to leave a little earlier than usual. SVE moves the mine entrance a little farther than vanilla, and it's about an hour and 10 minutes to get home. Back on the farm, we stash bundle items and museum pieces. The chest is now full, so we'll craft another tomorrow. For now, it's time for bed. We wake up to Clint outside with the furnace blueprint, plus a full mail stack. The wizard invites us over, Willie is advertising new rods, Marlin wants 10 slimes, and Mum slips us 500 gold. We water the crops. Looks like a crow got one of our potatoes. We haven't unlocked scarecrows yet, so there's nothing to do there. It is also Saturday, last day before forage resets, so I want to do a quick loop. First, we craft the furnace and start smelting our first copper bar, then head directly to Forest West for a forage sweep. While we're here, we get foraging up to level 3. Leaving Forest West, I realize we still need to see the wizard today, so we track back a little bit to the wizard's tower for the cutscene, and forest magic is unlocked. We can now start completing bundles in the community center. From there, we cut through Sophia's farm towards the beach. She stops us for a cutscene and hands over a quality sprinkler. Her ledger lists more for 3,500 gold each, but not today. On the beach, we pick up some clay and a palm fossil, still no sea urchins. Next stop is the community center. We complete the spring foraging bundle with this morning's finds. Reward is 30 spring seeds, and we drop a common mushroom in the appropriate set as well. Back home, we clean up the inventory, selling the spring seeds and most forage, but keeping leeks for energy. We need more space, so I chop a tree and craft a second chest. This one's for bundle items, geodes, and museum donations. The quality sprinkler goes in the bean patch. I do have to pull a cucumber to place it, but long term, it's going to be worth it. We start another copper bar, finish sorting, eat a pear, and head to the mines. It's a late start, but we did get a lot done. I push as late as I can, leaving the mines at 12:40 AM on floor 29, one floor shy of the checkpoint. We sprint home and reach the farm at 1:50 AM. I dump items, queue one more copper bar, and make it inside just before 2 AM. We pass out next to the bed. There's no extra cash penalty for that versus being outside, so we call that a win. Day 7 starts with the Queen of Sauce. Today's recipe is stir fry, so we learn that real quick. In the mail, Robin is offering to build us a well. We queue up another copper bar and harvest potatoes, which gets us to farming level 1. We grab the watering can and water the remaining crops. I keep one potato for the spring crops bundle and sell the rest. One more bar goes in the furnace, and then we head down to the traveling merchant. We're checking every Friday and Sunday, hunting for a red cabbage seed for a year 1 community center finish. No luck today, but we will keep checking. It's also Lewis's birthday, so I pull a spare potato from the shipping bin for the gift and we check the bulletin board. Demetrius wants 4 rock crabs slain. We accept since we're bound for the mines today anyway. We drop by Lewis's house, hand over the birthday potato, and then set out for the mines, aiming to push past floor 40. Before going in, I chat with Marlon. It's worth befriending him early, and then we start today's push from floor 25. We clear the first floor quickly and finish Marlon's 10 slime request, then keep moving. We reach floor 40 at 8:50 PM. The chest holds the slingshot. I bin it. I prefer the later upgrade. From here, rocks take 3 swings, but I'm really chasing 15 iron ore to craft those 3 iron bars. We dig and fight, but it's getting late and we leave with only 7 iron ore. On the way out, I give Marlon a quartz. It's a liked gift, and we pop into the Adventurers Guild to trigger the 10 Slimes quest completion before heading home. Back at the farm, we do a quick inventory cleanup. I craft 3 more furnaces, start smelting more bars, and pull out 5 copper bars so I can remember to upgrade the pickaxe tomorrow. With that, it's another day done and time for bed. If you guys did enjoy this first episode, please make sure to leave a like and a comment on the video for the sake of engagement. Leave me any tips you may have, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you'd like your name in the game, go ahead and join as a Golden Panda member or above. But until next time, happy building, happy farming. Bye guys.